Okay, hello sexy souls, welcome back to another pick a card. So, I was inspired to do this, what did I write? I just made the thumbnail for you to pick. So this reading is called What Secret Does Not Want to Hide in the Shadows Anymore. It could be a secret, it could be something in your subconscious, it could be some sneaky things happening around you that you don't see. Whatever it is, we'll see what the tarot wants to say. But I was inspired to do this because I was sort of in the shadows for a while there. I did not know where I was going because things were happening, things were changing, I was changing. I was trying to think on like where I'm going to be in a year, which I'm going to be in Australia. So that's a big part of the problem. I was like, I don't know what I'm going to be doing. And I was like, well, I don't want to give up my YouTube or anything. So I sat there one night and it just all hit me. Like it didn't want to stay in the shadows anymore. And it was that I wanted to vlog for such a long time. Like I just love vlogging because I have all these random thoughts all the time. Also these random kind of experiences that I don't really have anyone to share with in my normal life because they don't really get it. So I'm going to combine the whole vlogging thing that people do with like my spiritual stuff and like how my life sort of happens. Um, Obviously I'm going to be very careful about what I say in my vlogs because not everything should be taken so literally and it's my experience, so it's not, I don't want to make spirituality seem cool or anything like that. That's not what I'm trying to do, but I do want to vlog, and I want to vlog for myself as the main thing because I want to look back on this in like 10 years and be like, oh my god, this is like my life. Because I'm not very good at keeping a diary. I don't love writing, so I was voicing it, but now like I love making videos, so this is my best way to do it. So I started this week and it went really well. I was shocked at how much I enjoyed it, and something happened, a big thing, and if you want to see that, it'll be in kind of at the end of the video. So I'm going to have them time stamped so you don't have to watch the whole vlog. Also, I'm very conscious of your guys' time, so I don't want to make my vlogs too long. So the first one's like 20 something minutes, I think. But yeah, something happened and it was just nice to see that my very first vlog sort of set the tone for where we're going with this. And I was like, okay. And I really, really enjoyed it. And it also shifted something in me. We are in Libra season in Sky Astrology, which I will be talking about, like my Sky Astrology experience with everything. That's kind of why another reason I wanted to share like how I live my life kind of through looking up at the stars and connecting with the sky. But where was I going with this? I can't remember. See, off on a tangent and I forgot where I was going. But basically, I just want to say that this was what it was, Libra season. Bringing myself back into balance and figuring out what I want to do. And I was like, right, okay, I get it now. I needed to do something that I fully enjoy and feel like really interested in. And it sounds so like, it sounds like I'm so just wanting to do this because I'm interested in vlogging my life. But it's not even that, it's vlogging the experiences that I have that I always keep forgetting about. So that I can look back on those and connect the dots. That's what I enjoy, is connecting the dots that come from the supernatural experiences that I have. So that's why I'm really inspired by it. And I just had so much fun because I have documentation now of these experiences. So yeah, in doing this vlog, it opened up the door to me being like, I want to sit down today. I want to sit down and record a video. And I actually really, really, really like, I'm not going to lie, I've been doing pick a cards and I just didn't feel, it wasn't that it was the pick a cards that were annoying me or anything. Like, it wasn't the YouTube. I was trying to blame them for a while because I couldn't fucking get my head around, like, what is the problem? And it was that I needed something new that I creatively feel inspired to do. And to be honest, vlogging was so much fun and it didn't feel like I was doing work or anything. It felt like I was doing something that is just the beginning. So this is a long-winded intro, so let's just get straight into the reading. And I hope you enjoy the first vlog. If you don't, it's okay. If you don't like vlogs, if they're too much for you, it's okay, but I'm going to do them because they're bringing me balance. And I will then be able to happily, hopefully, continue this channel in the way that I've always wanted it to go. Which I kind of explain it in the vlog, like I wasn't sure where everything was going. But yeah, so I am going to have a little image here on the screen of the thumbnail for you to choose one of the 4 piles. And yeah, we're gonna go blah 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 blah. We're gonna go straight into the reading. So timestamps are down below. Actually, I hope I remember to pin the comment. If you don't know where the timestamps are, when you go under, you'll see more. Click more, because YouTube's changed a little bit. You click more to get into the description box. Heads up for if I ever say description box, that's where it is. Because I know actually some people now don't really know where it is. And I didn't either. It's like you have to click the more thing. Okay, hello, group number 1. So, we're doing this kind of plain and simple. I have 2 oracle decks, but I just have 3 cards pulled for you guys, just to make it set a little timer, because I want to try and keep each pile sort of the same length, because I forget, and then I usually make group number 1 like really long, and then the other groups to kind of cut it off. Sorry, group number 1. Anyway, so we have 3 cards. We have the 9 of Swords. Okay. We have the Chariot. And we have the Death card. So, speaking of things not wanting to be in the shadows, we have 2 cards that sort of go really well together with the topic that we're talking about. With the Chariot in the very center, sort of is showing the polarity of what this card sort of suggests. The pull of the sort of the external force, okay, of what I'm picking up here is that you're constantly going. So I don't know everybody's situation, this is a general reading, but there is something, either you're constantly working really hard, or you're constantly having to do errands, or you're constantly having things coming up. Now, what I'm sort of feeling with this is things are coming up because you're not able to cope right now with the silence, with your own thoughts, with whatever situation is really on your mind, and that keeps you up at night. This card always connects to it's something that's keeping you up at night. But it can also be that, you know, sitting down trying to meditate and you don't want to meditate because you're like, well, this is not nice. I don't like this at all. It's very uncomfortable. Don't want to do this. So what I would say here is the thing I'm picking up that doesn't want to be in the shadows anymore is the anxiety or depression or whatever it could be. It could just be stress. Not everybody has to label that, because that is a serious. Everybody nowadays, I'm seeing that it's like the new cool thing to have anxiety or to have depression. I don't think that should ever be cool. I get it, we should talk more about it, and that's exactly what this is. This could be that this group feels like it's a mockery, like people are making it into something that it's not. And the Chariot card sort of suggests this as well. The main issue here is, where will this lead me if I speak out about it? There's no real suggestion here that you want to speak out about it just yet, but this reading is saying that you probably should, because you're getting to a point where it has to end anyway. Like, it has to come to an end because of the Death card. You have to get over to the sun here in the background of that card. The sun is in the back, and that is what the Chariot's aim is. And the Chariot is connected to Cancer. Sorry, Cancer, is it? Well, it's connected to the moon. But yeah, the Chariot is sort of, this is the thing here. We're wanting, the Death card is like showing you a new horizon, a new thing. With every ending comes a new beginning, the whole cliche thing that people say. But that is literally what we're getting from this energy here, is it's time to just wave the flag, okay, and just be like, it's over. I need to go talk to someone. I need to get this out in the open, okay, because it feels like you're afraid. With the Death card, it's like you're afraid because you know once you do open up, or that you do sort of say that, listen, I'm not okay about whatever it is that you're not okay with. When you speak out about that, you subconsciously know that this is going to take you in a whole different direction. Okay? And that's what the fear is. The fear is, isn't it funny? Like, we know by doing the action that it will start a new beginning, but we're also afraid of that new beginning. Even though it is going to be better for us, it still scares the shit out of us, because change naturally scares people. But it's just sort of saying here that you can start now. Like, you don't have to just jump right into this, because what I see with the Chariot as well is that your soul is keeping you busy in your everyday life. Okay, it's keeping you going. It's like, you don't know where you're going, you don't know how you're coping, but you're coping. You still look. This is the thing about the Chariot. With these two cards on each side of it, people might look at you and be like, he's okay. They're doing great. They are doing fine. Look at them. Like, everything's good. And that's the thing with people who have underlying issues of the mind. You can't see what they're thinking. People can sense it, yeah, but not everybody. And not everybody cares, unfortunately. And the people who, again, this is another reason why the Chariot card is here, the people who are out front and center talking about their depression and their anxiety are doing it in a way that, yes, it's nice, but also it feels... I don't get this, I swear, because I don't really get this as much, but for me, I'm hearing for this group, I feel like you do, because maybe you've been researching or looking into like how to cope with certain things, and you don't like the way it's being dealt with in society, so you just continue to keep going in your own lane, and hopefully one day it'll just all figure itself out. But I just feel like there is someone out there that will be able to help you. Now, what do I want to ask for this? Something that the Chariot, your moon, needs you to do, your soul needs you to do right now, that could be proactive and not sort of like, because you are willing to do whatever it takes, but what is your soul sort of wanting? Because there's when we go through darker times, there sort of is a disconnect with the soul. The soul's still there, it doesn't detach itself or anything, but the soul sort of disconnects, because it's like, it's not, it's not obviously the time. Inspiration. Okay, so your soul wants you to go towards things that inspire you, or people that inspire you. Also sort of feeling like there could be I don't know why I'm seeing a stage and a microphone. There maybe is someone that you wanted to go see that speaks or talks about things. I don't know. That could be something. Maybe you're inspired to maybe wanting to do that. Maybe you want to do like talking out in public, or maybe that's a fear you want to conquer. Doing something like that, even, I'm hearing, could be a very good choice. Stepping outside of your comfort zone. It's speaking. The microphone. Speaking out. Maybe your soul wants you to be like, listen up, world. You're fucked. You're all fucked. You know what? Sometimes we have to just laugh at the world, because the world is a bit of a fucked. It's a bit fucked. But we're all going to get through it. So I'm going to say fucked forever. Like, that's what the death card is. We have to go through this dark collective night of the soul. That's what we're going through. But the thing is that it will be okay, and that you're moving out of the shadows. You are, because the fact that this is coming up, and the fact that the anxiety or whatever is on your mind, or depression, and the fact that it's there is because it's like, I don't want to do this anymore. This has to get bad, because if it doesn't get bad, I'll just never be able to move on from it. So your soul is sort of saying, like, this needs to get out. We need to get this out and not deal with it anymore, because it doesn't deserve to be in my being, because my body is going to suffer. Your body is the last place to suffer, so also pay attention to your body. And we have the Queen Elf. Okay, so we have introverted, burden, responsibility. So there's so many ways that this could go. Obviously introverted came up, so this would suggest that you are someone who doesn't really fit in with the world. Hello. I understand this as well, because this is me, and it is a very hard thing to sort of push yourself to be sociable. I'm like introverted, extroverted, I'm kind of in between sometimes. But if you're finding yourself wanting to be introverted most of the time, that's when it gets like, it's fine if you're naturally introverted, but you need to find your balance with also, like, you know, being included in the world, no matter what you like. It's scary because you have to confront people that you just don't vibe with. But this card is basically saying, like, it's time now to, you know, because the Chariot card can also be like, I'm going this way, see you later, I can't meet you, I've got things to do. That's what I felt with the Chariot card, to be honest. It's like, I'm busy, I actually have to pick up my sister, and you're actually lying in bed watching Netflix or something. See what I mean? So it's like these people asking you things as well is like sort of saying, come on, this is your souls challenging you to step outside of yourself, your self that is kind of now dealing with all of this. Okay, because that's the thing about that card, is like, you need other people's perspectives because you can't handle it on your own. It's not vibing with you anymore. And I know that people who are introverted usually deal with their own problems themselves, but this is not the time. This is sort of saying, no, this is the time for you to not feel like you are a burden, like this card says, and take the responsibility upon yourself, because other people are not going to come running to you to save the day unless they know and you tell them. I'm not gonna lie, this happened to me recently. I had to speak out, and now my friends, and it went really well. My friends were they weren't weird about it. It's happened to me many times before, so it's nothing new for this person here to come out with things and say like they're not doing good, because that's just who I am as a person. I deal with things a lot heavier than people, and I thought that wasn't the case. I thought everybody has problems, and they do, but some people are more proactive about it. I sort of like sit and think and fucking get all twisted with it, and like it's like just talk about it. So I do that. I'm gotten a lot better. I was really bad before, but now I'm a lot better, and I think that people that love you are not going to judge you. Okay, and if you don't feel like someone is truly, oh, like people can, that's wrong, I shouldn't say that, because there is people that love you but they have views that don't agree with yours, so there's the issue there. But I mean, naturally enough, if it doesn't involve like gender or other people, it's like you can get loads of people having issues with things just because of the brainwashing that goes on. I mean, 2020. Yeah, so you know, be smart about it. Don't just like take my word on it. This is a general reading. Do whatever works for you. But I hope that helped group number 2. And again, group number 1 actually. And again, pile number 1, I spoke for 12 minutes. I said I was only gonna speak for 7. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed that. Always speak extra long for the first group. But yeah, thanks for watching. Leave a comment down below if you enjoy, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, group number 2. So, I have 3 cards, that's it. We're going to keep it simple, like I like to do. And I'm just going to show you the cards that we have, and then I have 2 oracle decks that I'll pull at the end. So, first card you have the High Priestess. This is probably one of my favorite, like, cartoony High Priestesses. I love it so much, just the way she has the book in the middle there. Love it. So you have 2 2s. High Priestess is number 2. You have also, come on, focus, the 2 of Pentacles, and also you have the 8 of Swords. Now the thing about all of these cards is they have water in the background. Okay, the High Priestess does as well, but I won't hold it up. They all have water in the background. This one has the water sort of going up and down, the highs and the lows. And this for me, what doesn't want to stay in the shadows anymore is definitely connecting with emotional stuff. Emotions. And I feel here that I'm just going to go with what I feel more connected to talking about. I feel like this has to do with some sort of infidelity, or, you know, being interested in two different ball sacks. sorry, two different like beings, and not knowing which one to choose, and it's just an emotional kind of roller coaster, and you're just kind of like, I don't know what to do right now. Another thing here is with the Eight of Swords, there is a little house in the background, if you can see, and this Eight of Swords, there is a few cards that are like that, but this Eight of Swords for me sort of feels like not wanting to be at home, or sort of feeling uncomfortable in your own home. So this is another thing that is sort of coming up here. Why is that an issue? Okay. And yeah, with the High Priestess as well, it just feels like your book, your story has to change. You have to make a choice. So this is the thing that I feel is most important for you right now. I do feel as well like there's some sort of like there's something about the way that you feel about the way your mind works as well, that it's not you're feeling like it's not okay, and you're trying to stop yourself. Okay, that's what the Eight of Swords feels like in this situation, but you can't help but this Two of Pentacles. It's like you're being presented every day with something that is being like interesting to you about each person or something, and then it's just like you're given the pros and the cons of each person. That's what this feels like. And the High Priestess is here to sort of say, this is your time to choose what you actually want for yourself. Okay, so that is what I'm getting. Yeah, I don't think I want. Do I want this? So let me see. I'm actually going to pull for just one of these for each person. Actually, no, this one. So think on person 1, person 2. Now, if this doesn't resonate, I'm sorry, because I didn't go the other way. I could have went like work stuff. It could also be that you want to change your job, but like it's not. When I look at the symbology, this just speaks more about emotions and stuff. So that's why I'm tying it to that. And also the High Priestess is more connected with that sort of stuff. Okay, so person 1 and person 2. And we're going to pull a card for each one of them. Person 1, we've got 33. Prophecy, guidance, direction. Person 1 doesn't want to spoon feed you anymore. They want you to sort of step into this in your own time. If that makes any sense at all. It's sort of like they're like, here it is, but you can't have it unless you show me that you really want it. Sorry, that's the way. I just saw someone like offering you something, and it's like, no. Don't touch what you can't afford. That's that way. That's what I'm getting with person 1, and it could be. I don't know if that's manipulative. You have to decide that yourself. It just feels fun for me, but then manipulation can seem fun. Person 2. Oh, person 2 is new. Person 2 is the new one. We have 7. So 33 is sort of a life lesson number. It's a master number. It's also a numerology, life path number 33. Maybe you are one, I don't know. This is number 7. So this is more, the number 7 in numerology for me is more of a divine number. And it's new. It's like a cycle of the chakras as well. So it's like a new cycle of energy. And we have a little green witch here. Oh, it's literally the green witch. I didn't realize. It's like a little green witch here. It says fresh, new, spring. So there's, this person makes you want to sort of, it lights something, this person lights something in you, and you feel different around them. You feel fresh, you feel new. Is it that you feel new though, or did you just forget how you used to be? Is that what this person is bringing out in you? But I just want to say, with everything that is fresh and new doesn't always mean that it's the right thing to do. Look at me rhyming today, like what the heck is this about? Yeah, because there is a little bit of temptation with that person, obviously, but there's a little bit of temptation because they just seem a little free. they seem like, with the energy of spring, they seem like the person that is just got it together, but do they really have it together? Or do they just sort of like to make it look that way because they're a little bit less responsible with things in their life? And I think that what you like about them and what I feel like you see in them on a soul level is that they blend in very nicely. And you could just see that they would blend in very nicely into your life, which I don't know if that's a problem or not, because that resonates with me on some levels, to be honest. So I feel like I just don't know if I want a relationship if they're always around me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want someone who's like always sitting there in the background when I'm doing my tarot readings. Like, no. So I don't know, this is the feeling I get with this. So that's that up and down, like, what do you do? But yeah, if you have also done something you are not proud of, you gotta speak about it. Just saying, that's not everybody, but the feeling of what's in the shadows I was getting is like some sort of infidelity. I hate that word, actually. Some sort of like sneaky finger action. Sorry. Okay. Hope that made you laugh, because this is the end of the reading. I hope you enjoyed this, and leave a comment down below if you did. Personal reading links are all in the description box as well if you want to book a reading with me. And yeah, thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the future. Goodbye. Okay, hello group number 3. So, group number 3, we have 3 cards. And the first card we have is the 3 of Swords. So 333. Have you been seeing that number recently? Maybe that is connected to what we're going to talk about. So the 3 of Swords. What I mean by that is, like, if you see that number, your higher self sort of trying to show you that there's 3, could be 3 people involved, because we have a person card here as well. The 7 of Swords. Hello? Hello? 7 doesn't want to get caught. Mr. 7 of Swords doesn't want to get caught. Okay, 7 of Swords. There we go. And the Page of Wands. Now this could go vice versa, okay? This situation might not be you. Maybe it's someone else. Maybe you don't know this, or maybe someone's keeping a secret from you. What I feel here is, I was just getting this feeling that that has something to do with stealing information that is sort of private, or it would really really upset someone to find out that you took this information, or that you this is a big, 2 of these together is a violation of trust. So there's something here that needs to be acknowledged big time, and you're hiding it from this Page of Wands. Okay, so is there a younger, I would say male page? Wands is sort of masculine, pages are sort of meant to be feminine, but I just take them as like younger male because it's the masculine element. So could it be that it's a younger male? It could be an artist, actually. It could be a musician. It could just be an artist in general, or it could be someone online, like a influencer. Yes, an influencer, or just someone on Instagram or something like that. It feels like it could be connected to Instagram or direct messaging or something like this. Because I feel like, do you know what this feels like? Someone looked at someone's phone and seen a message and they were like, oh, shocked, or has sent pictures, which, by the way, I think that's illegal now, so you could get in trouble, or they could get in trouble, I don't know. I'm not here to trust all of you guys are doing good things. Sorry, there's gonna be some people that hate me for that, but that's just what I'm saying. The cards just don't, I'm reading the cards, I don't know all you guys. But yeah, I'm just saying something here has been stolen, taken, or taken advantage of, manipulated, mentally and emotionally manipulated. I just don't know what it is, to be honest. This is general, I'm just throwing things out there. So if you feel like you found out something. Now this can go in a very different way. Okay, these cards are not so good when you put them together like that. And then the fact that this is reversed, it's like someone doesn't know about this. So this is definitely like, this secrets don't do well, guys. And I know, you know, not everyone's innocent. People who are naturally good people can make mistakes. Okay, that's what I'm kind of getting with here now. So if you have done something you feel really bad about, you feel like, oh my god, I shouldn't have done that, open up. You need to say, you need to tell them. You need to tell them. We'll pull oracle cards in a second for why you need to tell them. But yeah, I feel like here you need to tell them because they're going to find out anyway. I'm just getting that vibe. They're going to find out anyway. And if you're feeling like something has happened or someone's hiding something from you, you're going to find out. Anyway. Okay. Because I'm hearing with the guitar, that tune is not going to... The tune is going to change. You're going to notice something different. Like they are either going to pick up that something's wrong, or you're going to pick up from people maybe that maybe it's you that's hiding something from me. Like, I don't know. And don't get paranoid about this. This is a general reading. So if you don't know and it doesn't resonate, just leave it. Just leave it. But yeah, that's sort of the vibe that I'm getting here. And I don't think I need to go any further into that really. So whatever it is, it's just better to be like, bite the bullet, open up, say you made a mistake. And why should you, or why should they, up to you. No, hold on. Sorry. I was getting distracted because I'm picking up on different questions coming into my head. Stop. Okay, first, okay, can we separate this, please? I can't, sorry, it was just like being a little blocked there because I can't. I heard a question I wanted to ask and now it's gone. Okay. So for if there's someone hiding something from you and you feel what it is, divine guidance. Okay, so this came out reversed. They're not following their divine guidance. So what is going to happen basically is karma. It's not going to be very peaceful for them the way that it happens either. So that's just what I'm picking up. So as long as you are, you know, and then for you, what should you do? Like, I'm not beating around the bush. Both of these things, if it's you that's hiding something from someone or they are, it's just the same thing energetically. We have a victory, but it was reversed. It's like, it's not going, like, no one's winning here. No one's going to win from this situation. It's going to be kind of shit. It's going to lose, people are going to lose trust in each other. That's just the way it is. And that's just the way I'm picking it up. So, yeah. Now my other question. What is going to come from this though, like, that you can look forward to? The wild hunt, excitement, frenzy, journey. Yeah, like excitement, frenzy, journey. Like her anyway, like her vibe. She's sort of like, I don't feel like for a lot of you it's that big of a deal, but like it's not going to be like overly dramatic or anything, but it's sort of saying, for me, that card is like, are you chasing the drama or are you being followed by the drama? And if you are, how do you want to turn that around? Or maybe you don't. I don't know. Do what you want to do. But some people, we all do. We all enjoy a little bit of drama every now and again. Well, not everybody, but like majority of people love a bit of drama. And if it's not that they're causing drama, they love to watch things that are dramatic. Like, we love a little bit of like that excitement. Because energy is energy. excitement can be good and excitement can be bad. It depends on how you're using the energy. So that's what I'm trying to say. But the feeling I'm getting with that, with frenzy, and I think on frenzy I'm kind of like chaos. Like everyone's just like all over the place, and it's just like madness. But this is going to be the wild hunt, a big journey for you, and figuring out what to do next in life and how you want to handle the situations that come your way next time this happens. But yeah, that is what I'm getting. So I hope you liked this reading. I don't know if everybody did, but I don't really care, because it's just a reading on YouTube and it doesn't mean that much. Okay, if you did enjoy the reading and it did help, leave a comment down below and I appreciate that very much. Thank you all for watching and I'll see you all in the future. Goodbye. Okay, hello group number 4. So, it sounds so weird, but I heard in my head sea monkey. It doesn't have anything to do with the cards that are here in front of me. Not at all. There's not even a monkey in the cards. There's animals. But yeah, I don't know what to say. Isn't sea monkeys like little parasitic things? I don't know what they actually are, but I know that they're like little fish things, aren't they? Anyway, I don't know. I just heard the word sea monkey, so I don't know what that has to do with. It feels like to me that, aren't they really hard to look after? Like feeding them or something? Or like they're really hard to look after? It could connect with this King of Pentacles and this King of Wands. So we have, the first card we have is the King of Pentacles, which is connected kind of to food and feeding. He's holding a glass of wine. Also, we have the King of Wands reversed. Now this King of Wands is a woman. I'll just show you her. Okay, but yeah, she is reversed. She's got a lovely little fire there going on, but what I'm getting with the vibe of the situation is, because she's reversed, there's something not so cozy, because this is like around the campfire. There's something that is not that cozy about this situation, and he looks super cozy, looks super comfortable, loving life in his big fancy throne. I really like that chair though, not gonna lie. There's also an Aries element here with the ram. There's a bull there in the background too, connecting to Taurus and Aries energy. This could be a Taurus Aries kind of connection thing as well, with the King of Wands being connected to fire. And we do have a little bit of Leo with this as well. So the last card we have is the Five of Wands, which is coyotes. I think that's what they're called. I don't actually know, because I don't really... Yeah, coyotes. We don't have them here in Ireland. We just have like Pomeranians. A sheepdog. But this is a card to do with like... It's like... You know what I'm hearing is mine. Which would be where this is going in as well. Mine. Everything is mine. No, I don't know who's in the wrong or who's in the right here, but there is a disconnect. There is not something getting along very well. The flow of these two kings, the woman and the man, both are at their full potential because they're both kings. So meaning they are both at where they need to be in their life. They think that they don't, they don't need each other really. Don't want to say that, but that's where it is, which is good. Like, they don't need each other. That's not a bad thing. But it also could be seen as a bad thing depending on, like, language can mean anything. They don't need each other. Oh my god, that's great. But they don't need each other, meaning like, they're a burden. Can go either way. And with the Five of Wands, it sort of leans towards this a little bit, like, until we figure out why this is unhealthy competition, because it's a competition card, but it's not. Like these animals, these dogs, can play rough, and it may, like for example, there's a dog there in the background. Like that looks all rough and everything, but dogs are rough. They like to play fight. which might be something to do with the connection here in this relationship or whatever. And I'm not sure if it's a proper relationship or if it's a boss. It could be a boss either, because it's King of Pentacles. And Five of Wands could be like your colleagues wanting to compete. So what am I trying to say? It feels like something this person can be a little obsessive or something, and I think that if it has something to do with a family member, or let's just stick with family member. If it's to do with work, just associate it with work, a boss. But I'm getting more like there's something about your family. So this could be your parents and they're divorced or something, and you don't want people or someone new in your life judging you on that, or something about the male counterpart in your life. You're a little bit embarrassed about, everything looks good, or other people that might not think that there's a problem with them, but you don't want people getting to know too much about whatever it is. It could also be that they are wealthy and you don't want people to know that because they buy people with their wealth, or they overspend on people to gain their trust, or people do with money. They spend it on people naturally enough. Not everybody does it in a loving way. They do it for selfish reasons as well. So but yeah, it just, the way I'm getting and feeling with this is like, because she's reversed, it's like things can be fine, things can go smoothly, but then when this becomes unhealthy, and when they take it too far, when the animals, it only takes one person to cause the whole drama, or it only takes one thing to trigger everything and turn it into something not so pleasant. So it doesn't mean that this person is negative or you don't need them in your life, but it's something about you're embarrassed about something because of the way they are, or you don't want people to know the kind of person that they can be when people are too close to them. Okay, because it feels, I keep hearing things can go south very quickly, and when that happens, it's something that you're not happy about. So I think that that's something that maybe you don't want to share with people, or there's something about your life, your family, that you're hiding with people, because you're afraid of them seeing it as a weakness, or seeing it as something that is competition, how good you can be in life. That is something important to people. Like, maybe you're brought up to be like, to be the best, like to work really hard, maybe that was drilled into you from a parent. But yeah, it just feels like this doesn't want to stay in the shadows though, because this is the topic of the reading. So I think that you should just let people judge you if they want to, but you have to get through that anyway. Like, it's going to happen. It's going to be a challenge, and it's showing up now. It's going to keep challenging you. So the best advice is to just say it like it is, and not try and be something you're not, or not try and hide parts of your life that are going to come up in conversation anyway. This is the thing. If you don't have to share everything about your life, but if it seems like people keep asking about things, or people keep wanting to know more about your partner or your boss or whatever, you better just say a little bit of like, yeah, you don't have to tell them the full story, but you're like, yeah, they're nice, they're cool, but like sometimes, they don't get on, or me and him don't get on, or whatever. Why is it important to share about this connection? I don't feel that. That did like bend really weird, and I heard bend the truth. Bend the truth. Like, don't have to lie, but you can just bend it a little bit and be like, we'll not talk about that, but that's kind of the vibe. I think that is what I was sort of saying anyway, wasn't I? Yes? Yeah. I can't remember what question I was asking. Oh, why should you just talk about this connection? The fairy Norn. It says planning, patience, and cooperation. Yeah, and it's funny. She's looking in the mirror and she sees a unicorn. So it's like wearing a mask, don't try and be someone that you're not, like I said, but as well, like, you have to be careful as well with how you move and go forward with this, because I feel like as well you need to respect everyone involved, okay? So working with what they want you to say as well. I don't know why I'm getting into this. This is like a different thing to what I was talking about, but it's like for some reason I feel like you need to talk with this person and be like, right, I have to tell them about you. Is that okay? And they're probably gonna be like, no, but like the cooperation here is like, well, we have to, like, you know, show people what's really going on. I know this could be something to do with health, that their health isn't as good as it seems. And you are fighting for something. You're fighting off or fighting against something in your life, okay? And planning and patience is another indication that maybe you need to plan and have patience and just know that things are going to get better or whatever, and it's not always going to be this way. But don't pretend to be the unicorn. Don't pretend to be all okay and everything's fine. That's the thing that is bothering your energy at the minute. It's like you're just not comfortable with that anymore. So this is the reason why I feel like it's important to share about this. Well, we got 2 cards. You're going to find strength in a friendship or talking to a friend, okay? Throat chakra, heart chakra, put them all together. It's sharing the truth with someone that you love, which is a friend. So I think that that's something that you should, you know, consider. Maybe the person that you need to tell is a friend, a new friend or something, and you've been hiding a part of your life or something, and it's like, just know that they're gonna be there. Strength is there in this card, meaning like you are going to find the strength to tell them, because they are your friend. Okay, so I don't really know what the situation is here. It just seems kind of a little confusing. It just seems like it's connected to family stuff, but it feels like it's something, there's someone else involved as well that is the part of the thing, the secret. But all in all, I hope that this helped to group number 4. But yeah, comment down below if it did, and thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in my next reading. Goodbye.